Shanegotyou11, and with me as always is Trey.
Yes, this is Trey here. We're coming back at you for another edition of the West Coast Podcast. Hope you guys have been doing good. We're coming to you live on a Thursday this time. Last week it was a Friday, now it's a Thursday like normal. But Shane, how have you been doing? I also wanted to ask, because you're into March Madness and all that, so I'm not really into March Madness, so I probably wouldn't understand, but talk about how Gonzaga did and what you liked and didn't like from seeing them play.
I mean, to be fair, there's not much I dislike what they're doing right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're housing people, man. They look really, really good. They just got 2 games to finish. And, man, they look good, man. But that's what happens when you got NBA talent everywhere.
Right. So are they playing, are they in the championship right now, or?
Final Four Saturday against UCLA.
Okay. So is the game at Spokane, or?
No. It'll be in Indiana.
Oh, okay.
At the bubble. It's a bubble this year because of COVID.
Right. And so have you ever been to? Do you go to like their games back in the day, like Gonzaga games, or?
Yeah, I've been to. I mean, my family has season tickets at Gonzaga. I don't have them, but my parents and my brother and sister-in-law do. So I go off and on.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
And also, I believe today was opening day for baseball. Is that right?
Yes, can't wait. Mariners in 2 hours, baby.
Okay, so they play tonight.
Yeah, against the Giants.
Yeah.
I'm hoping playoffs, man. I'm hoping that because they're young, they have the number 2 best minor league team and stuff, which is huge. Farm team. We have a bunch of young players up. And I think we're gonna be decent this year. I think we're gonna be. I personally think they'll make the playoffs this year and break the 20-year drought.
Yeah, that'd be good. I was never that into baseball, to be honest. I can't see myself, even if I was there live. I can't really see how I'd be able to sit through a full baseball game.
See, I love baseball, so I mean we're on different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
But my wife can't stand watching it on TV.
Yeah.
But she enjoyed being there. But that's because there's a beer garden and you can walk around. Like me, I was sitting my happy butt on the seats and watching. I wasn't going to the beer garden. I got my hot dog. I got my pop. I'm chilling. But it's different. It's a different feeling, man.
Yeah, I remember going there. I think I was pretty young, actually, when I went to, I think it's, what's it called? Damn. Is it Safeco Field that it's
No,
called?
it's T-Mobile now.
Okay, well, at one point, is that what it was called?
Yes.
Though?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I went there when I was younger to see the game, and I remember they had little playground and stuff and all that, so it was pretty cool.
It's fun being there. I mean, it's fun going places. I mean, honestly, if you know nothing's gonna happen and you're just chilling and having fun, I mean, going places is fun. I'm not a big arts and crafts person. My wife is, and sometimes we go to arts and crafts shows, and they're cool the first time, but I went 3 times in a 3-week period, and I just wanted to jump in the river. Because they're all the same thing. They're all selling the same thing. So I understand people that don't like baseball, you know what I mean, or football. They're all people that aren't doing baseball or football are thinking the same thing. They're throwing the ball the same way. You know what I mean? They're throwing the ball And it's funny because I was thinking so I was a huge sports person. Obviously still am.
Yeah.
A little bit more closed-minded in high school about other hobbies, and some of my friends were still into WWE. I think it was WWF at the time. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
and
it was definitely WWF.
okay, and they'd like to dress, and they'd like shut up, and they'd like to dress up in the outfits, kind of right, when they
Yeah,
went to the
yeah.
stuff. And in my head, I was like, wow, that's kind of weird. But then my buddy, who was like very, very smart, is like, Shane, what's the difference between me dressing up in my insert your favorite wrestler, right, outfit,
Yeah, yeah.
or you wearing insert your favorite sports team's jersey? And I'm like, man, that's kind of true. Eh, eh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, though? It's like, and I enjoyed wrestling again when my son got older and I started taking him. It was fun. Like,
Oh yeah.
it was fun, man. I don't want to get the we want to go next time it's open again and COVID's done, and we want to get where we're right by the ring.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, if you like, I'll say this: like, if you think that you're too cool to go to a professional wrestling event, like, you think, oh, I'm too cool to go to one of those, then good for you. But I don't even know wrestling that much, but I mean, they still put on a good show. I think they really do. So, I have nothing but respect for professional wrestlers and all of those people. So,
You know what's funny? Do you know who the Shield is at all?
yeah, yep.
I might have told this story, but if I say it again, I did.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you said that you saw them before they like blew up or whatever.
Yeah, and they came right out the exit or the aisle where we were sitting. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. But going back to baseball though, like, even though I don't like baseball, but I still watch like some of the clips on it where it's like where people try to like steal the bases, or people will like try to get into a pickle or whatever, and they're trying to get the guy out, but the guy's like too elusive and all of that. Or what's another one? Or like they throw a pitch and then they hit the ball and it goes right into the pitcher's face or whatever, like stuff like that.
Yeah. So. Baseball. I mean, baseball's entertaining for me. Well, I enjoy it, man.
Yeah, maybe if it was maybe if it was like 5 innings or something like that, I would like it more. But I feel like 9 innings is a little bit too long, in my opinion.
I mean, like my brother will he'll say that he watches like the first 3 innings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then he'll go do stuff and come back like the 7th inning. So he'll watch like the first, second, third, and then the 7th, 8th, and 9th.
So is there ever like, because I remember when I was young, you would see baseball games going to like 1 in the because in baseball there's no time limit on it, so it could start at like 10 a.m. and then it could go all the way to 10 p.m. Like, has there ever been a baseball game that lasted like a long time?
I believe the longest Mariner game was 19 innings.
Wow.
And it started at 7 p.m. and lasted at 1 a.m.
Yeah,
but now what they're trying to do to stop that from happening is they have a runner on second base start every extra inning now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because they're trying to speed the game along now to try to make it interesting, for the... Well, I'm not throwing you under the bus, but for the...
Casuals.
Yeah, that want instant gratification right away.
Yeah.
And I think, like my wife, she loves football, right?
Yeah.
But it's fast. It's hard-hitting. She loves hockey when she's at the hockey games. She's okay about basketball, and she dislikes baseball. I should divorce her for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to me, like I like sports, like even watching golf sometimes, like, it's always impressive to me to see people golf because sometimes, like, I try to golf and it's like I can't hit the ball at all, so it's impressive that people are able to do that. So I like watching sports, but like I wouldn't be able to talk about. I wouldn't be able to talk about basketball because I only know about 20 basketball players. The only sport that I could like hold a conversation in is football, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I know enough about certain things, but like for me, I hate golf. I'm gonna be
Oh,
honest.
you
I
don't
hate
like golf?
golf.
Yeah.
I mean, the only time I ever did golf is when I went to the driving range with my friend and I almost killed the maintenance worker. So
we need to hear that story if
um
there is one. If there,
so I I went with my buddy. He ran his business and I worked for him.
yeah, yeah.
Um So we go out there, and it's like not a driving range, it's like a mini golf thing, but it's real golf. It's like 9
Yeah.
holes instead of 18, if that makes sense.
Right.
So I'm like, damn, I used to play baseball. I had a level swing. I could hit well enough, you know what I mean? I was able to go like to the batting rate, or whatever it's called now, batting cages, and hit 60 to 70 miles per hour now. And that's pretty good without being used to swinging a bat for a long time. Well,
Yeah.
so I go there, I'm like, yeah, watch me, I'm going to beat you. And he's like, all right, different game than baseball. I'm like, yeah, okay. I was like 20, 21.
Yeah.
Bro, I hit a rope. Like, when I say a frozen rope, like a line drive. And it curved, and it went over the maintenance worker's head by probably like a foot. It would have killed him. Like, I'm not joking you when I say that. Like, it was so... I bet it was going 70, 80 miles per hour. Like, that was when I was still doing sport, just off doing sports, you know what I mean? I was still in great shape. My back wasn't messed up. And I whacked it, bro. I was like, bing! And I almost quit because they came out and was like, you need to take 4 next time. And I'm like, okay, my bad. But I was like, I get defensive. Like, if people come up to me aggressive, I get defensive. But it was my fault, so I still was like, yeah, okay, my bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
Yeah, but that's what I was gonna ask because wouldn't it be the maintenance worker's fault because he was in the way of?
That's what I think. But like my buddy said, well, Shane, he was like 50 yards away, and you hit a screaming line drive. Like, I was like, I didn't yell 4 because I wasn't, up to rules with golf, for one.
Yeah.
But for 2, I was shocked because I was like a little bit afraid, man.
Yeah.
That zinged off it. Like, I had a good cut there. And, yeah. I mean, probably a foot, maybe a foot and a half, from my memory, just over his head. And they came out right away. Like, if I was way far away from them, I don't think they would have came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I almost killed the maintenance guy. Yeah, so I mean that was pretty bad.
That's crazy for sure. Yeah. Yeah, another thing I like about golf too, though, is Happy Gilmore. You ever seen that movie? That's one of my favorites.
It is awesome. A classic movie, man.
Yeah. Yep.
What did Bob Barker say? The price is always right.
Yeah.
I can't say the last part, but
yeah.
But no, that's fun, man. I love it. You know what's really cool though, bro. I know you've seen The Waterboy, right?
Yeah.
Did you see when Adam Sandler lost the awards, but his mom on that Waterboy won an actress award? Did you see that? And they're acting like they were still characters from The Waterboy.
Oh no, I didn't see.
Shoot,
that,
I'm gonna screenshot it and send it to you. You'll laugh.
Yeah.
But I mean, one of the funniest things ever.
Who do you think if Bobby Boucher and Forrest Gump were like one-on-one, who do you think would win? Who do you...
Man, that's a good one, man. Like, cause Forrest Gump was good at anything he did.
Yeah, yeah.
But Bobby Boucher, man, I think they might just get along and never even like really play against each other.
Yeah.
Cause Bobby Boucher didn't get mad except if you made fun of his mom or his H2O.
Yeah,
right? Isn't that right, basically?
Yeah, but and then Forrest Gump loves his mom, so I don't think he would say anything bad about.
Right. But that exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, and honestly, probably one of the funniest. I actually enjoyed Forrest Gump. I watched it 2 years ago, the whole way.
Yeah, I still watch Forrest Gump like the whole way, like sporadically throughout.
I feel bad for him in a way.
It's like one of those movies that it could have came out today, and then it would still be a good movie. So,
have you seen Soul?
No, I don't think so. I don't.
Soul is the movie that came out in January or December. I can't remember of the last year. It's kind of based off. It's kind of like Coco. Did you watch Coco ever?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, two good movies.
Right.
Two really good movies, and it's really. I mean, they're really good, man. I sent you the screenshots, bro. Hilarious. Hilarious.
You know, it's a good movie that I was watching the other day. Flight with Denzel Washington. That's a good one.
Wait, with Denzel, was he the pilot?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like drinking or whatever.
Yeah, and then he like crashed the plane, but he was he was drunk, but then something happened. He like crashed the plane, but like no one died or something like that. Yeah, something.
Yeah, that was a really good movie. There's been some really good classics out there, and there's been some ones that are just like slept on. If you ever, I mean, have you ever seen Bridge to Tibethia?
No.
That's a deep movie, bro. Green Mile is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah. Yeah, and another thing about movies, though, is that what I don't understand is like, because I feel like a biopic about Eminem would be a good movie, but it seems like the consensus, like when I look online and stuff, it seems like there's a lot of people that don't want that movie to happen, and I don't understand why they don't.
I think it's because it's current. He's still current.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I think, like, if he's dead or if he's retired, you know what I mean, for a while.
Yeah.
That's what happens. It's kind of like the Temptations. Do you know who the Temptations are?
Yeah.
Like, their movie came out, like, 20 years after they retired or whatever.
Yeah.
There will be an Eminem movie. We might be senior citizens, but there will be.
Yeah, probably. So, bro. Yeah. I mean, I guess we technically have one in 8 Mile, but...
8 Mile was legit.
Yeah.
King of Staten Island, have you seen that movie?
No, I've heard of it. I've heard that it was pretty good, but...
Well, I'll be honest, that guy, Pete Davidson, annoyed the hell out of me, bro. Until I watched that movie and I realized it was basically, like, loosely off his life, and I was like, no wonder he's like that. And then I felt sympathy and empathy for him, and now I don't have a problem with him. So, it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's funny how that works, for sure.
Yep.
So.
Yep, I was like, dude, this guy's annoying. Like, I can't stand him. My wife couldn't stand him. But we're like, you know what, King of Staten Island looks good. And then we watch King of Staten Island, and I'm like, oh, snap. I research, and I'm like, it's based loosely off his life. He lost his dad in 9/11. They changed it to, they lost him in the movie to a fire, because he was a fireman in real life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, okay. And then I found out that he has a lot of illnesses, and I'm like, damn, okay. You know what I mean, though? you kind of understand. You have empathy.
Yeah, for sure. So going back, I wanted to ask, so over this weekend with the whole March Madness thing going on, did you have a chance to really watch any of the games that happened over the weekend, the MCS games? Did you?
No.
So you haven't watched any of them, huh?
No, I know Dreeny won. The GOAT won, right? He beat Clef in the championship or something like that. Goated or
Yeah.
I kind of read up on it, but I didn't watch it because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I care about my teams more than Madden if I'm not in it or my friends aren't in it.
Yeah. It was fun. Well, you said that the guy that did you dirty the 1 year in Toxic Ape was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd he do?
He was good. He was he played Dreeny and he lost, but he beat what's his name? He was in Madden 16. He was like Tenacious or something
Oh yeah, no,
like that. Yeah, he was like from back when, but he beat him, so he made it to the finals. But I mean, for Dreeny to put on a performance like that, like for the Madden Classic, he won both sides of the consoles. I mean, that's
phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't hate on it, but that's why they're not letting people in the LCQ tournament do both consoles. Well, and we already talked about this. Yeah, they can have lurk accounts, but they can't compete on the big stage on both consoles like they did in the Classic and Draft.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing, I mean, I was watching the events and stuff, and I think that the MCS might be in a little bit of trouble because I noticed that whenever they have a live event, they post the replay of the games on their YouTube channel. And usually the views do good. Usually it's about 17K views. I mean, they posted the games from this weekend, and they're only like 2,000 views, 1.9 thousand views. So I think MCS kind of was an L this year. So hopefully they can bounce back next year.
I think it's multiple things. To be fair,
Yeah.
A, they didn't update people, so people kind of moved on. B, most of the time around March and April, people don't care about Madden except the hardcore gamer or the top players.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think they waited too long, and I think they understand that. And I believe RG said, we're thankful that all these tournaments even happen with COVID. Kind of like me and you talked about earlier in the year. I think they were worried about COVID and people not buying Madden.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So do you have any ideas that you have that might make MCS better, that might make MCS more popular in terms of people watching?
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, yeah, I do. But it won't go over with the pros.
Yeah, I think I already know where you're going.
Okay, shoot, and I'll tell you if you're right. Just for fun.
I think it has to do with people not using the same players or same plays and all that.
Yep,
stuff.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I use the same plays at times too. But I also, I was going through head-to-head,
Yeah.
And I use the most unique plays on offense and defense more than any other player on there. Which means I use different plays. I hot route differently. I do all these different plays. And I think that would help with the general public. You know what I always hear by February?
Oh yeah, you hear it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's my point. I think if they're look, Actually, they have it. You know what? They have it. Hold on, I'm gonna back out really quick of my screen, and I'm gonna go on to it. They came out with the Easter egg thing, right? Sugar Showdown. Offense and defense plays go on cooldown for 5 plays after each one can only be used twice.
Right.
And I think that like they understand that kind of, but the pros won't like it because the pros really aren't adaptive, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're not.
So like, oh, I can't just spam. Give me a play that's popular this year. The tight end offset or whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about.
PA Budo for whatever.
Yeah. You can't run that more than 2 plays, and then you can't run this bunch Pat Sales like that was popular in Madden 19. And all the pros would be mad, but what would happen is a lot of the general public would want to play because it's fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to pick different plays. You got to run different things. And I think they need salary cap next year.
Yeah, salary cap is another thing. Like, you know, people say that, oh man, they switched to full mud last year for competitive because of money. I honestly, and this might sound like a bold prediction or an unpopular opinion, but I think ultimately the reason they decided to do full mud is because Joke won with a punter at quarterback. I forget what happened last year in Madden 19, but I feel like there was something weird that people were doing in salary cap. So I think salary cap is a mode where people are going to find out to do weird stuff like that. That's going to work, and it's not going to look good. Because in Madden 20 full mud, you can have a punter at quarterback and win an event or whatever. So I
think you're right, but I think it's all the other stuff combined too.
Yeah.
So I think they're like, how can we get away from a QB winning the title a punter at QB? Excuse me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're like, if we make unlimited mud, cha-ching.
Yeah, so it was like, so it just so happened to be that, yeah.
I think it was both. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but
yeah. What do you think about as far as MCS? What do you think about doing stuff? You know, making some of the players kind of like almost like WWE stars, where they have more of like a persona to them or like a personality, and I don't know, maybe you have like storylines where you have W and K-Mac, but there's a storyline that K-Mac cheated on W's wife, something like that. Do you think that, you know, if they go like down a route like that it could be successful, or do you think not really?
No, I don't. I personally don't think that would be popular.
Yeah.
I think what they need to do is like what I said might not be popular with the pros, but if you're still good as a pro, you should beat them. And then the other thing is, I think they need to open up, and I know they had a lot of players. Me and you talked about that. I was like, damn, I spent this much money and there's new players. But for different teams. For a while, it was just, what was it, Trey? The Redskins, or not the Redskins, excuse me. The Washington Football Club, the Raiders for theme team.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, pretty, so. They have to use different teams, and you know, even back when they had the Madden Nation TV show from like the old school, it was like coordinated to where they didn't always play with the same teams back then, so they had to adapt and learn how to play with different teams. And I think that if they brought that TV show back, it would do so well, because there's like so many characters in the Madden scene now that I think it would work. So
I think it would work. Now the only issue is I think there's too many. So who do you cut?
Yeah.
Like, that's why I think Friday Night Football is a little unfair. Like, I mean, they invite personal people they like or the people that they think are the best. I think they just need to open it up to everybody. And I kind of like that they did this year the $5, entry fee or LCQ free entry. I wouldn't mind that at all. Now I know, excuse me, I know next year I think there's going to be all live events again.
Yeah.
Why? I'm pretty sure. Like, where you have to go to California again.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry about that. I was reading something. But yeah, ultimately, I think that MCS, for what it is, it's good, but it could always be better, I guess, is what I'm saying. So,
I think they're gonna find out that nobody likes the 3-on-3 on club.
yeah. Well, the 3-on-3 is kind of BS because the reason people like watching 2K, for example, is the basketball game. Like, it's 3-on-3, but the thing is that there's 6 people on the court, so each player on the court is controlled by a user.
Yeah.
3-on-3, so that means you have 6 people usering, and then you have 10 other people that's AI controlled. So it's not really 3v3 is what they're saying it is.
It's just gonna look ugly.
Yeah.
That was my opinion. My personal opinion is it's not gonna look good, and they're gonna scrap it just like when they scrapped the QB Vision or whatever a couple years ago, the cone.
Oh yeah, the Vision cone. Yeah, that's a throwback. Shane might need it now. He's getting old. So.
Wow. Wow. Cold blood.
They should bring that back though as an ability someday. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be cool actually.
Yeah. Alright, so going towards the poll question, this week's winner is the worst experience you've had at a restaurant or an event in general. So Shane, do you have a story for us?
Yeah, my worst one ever was a Snoop Dogg concert at the Knitting Club. And
where he showed up late.
Yeah, that was the worst one. Because, I mean, I understand that they're doing whatever in the back, whatever your imagination wants to do. But when the lights turn back on, after the lights have been off and they're doing, like, cool, like, lights and stuff, and then they just turn it back on to normal, like, bright lights and people are standing there forever, I didn't care. I wanted to go home, but yeah, that was my worst one.
Yeah. I think for me though is like this happened a few times, but like whenever you go to a buffet of any kind and it's packed to the brim, and so you're like walking around trying to get your food or whatever, and then you always end up tripping or like spilling food and stuff. I mean, I love buffets too. I haven't been one in a while. We don't have one here, unfortunately.
Buffets are great.
Huh?
Buffets are great, man.
Yeah. Golden Corral is good. Timber Creek, all that.
Timber Creek's closed.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. We actually knew the people that owned it in the Spokane Valley.
And it's closed now, like closed forever.
Yep.
Just closed temporarily.
Closed forever.
Oh, okay. So they're going out of business, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's sad. But
Only
yeah,
Golden Corral now.
Okay, so you only have Golden Corral. Have you ever heard of CC's Pizza? It's like a buffet, but for pizza or something.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't know how.
Yeah. It's not. I don't think it's Spokane. I just see the commercials every now and then. I'm like, oh, that looks good. But Shakey's.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a buffet and it's in Spokane and it's really good. So.
There used to be Pizza in Spokane, and it was a buffet, and it was a cheap buffet. But me and my friends after high school, we do stuff and then go eat there. One of the greatest things ever. But then they closed. So, but that
Right,
was
right.
that's anyways. You just made me jog my memory when you said CC's Pizza.
Yeah, yeah. So, so I guess with all that being said, Shane is gonna be streaming his LCQ games. Hopefully, he brings home the glory.
That'd be nice.
We'll be all in the chat rooting him on, pulling for him, and all that stuff. So, what time are you thinking about streaming?
Tomorrow probably like 10:30 to 5
10:30.
Pacific
Okay.
time,
Okay.
and
All
then
right.
Saturday
Sounds good.
probably 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Yeah.
So
Those are
hopefully
some
I
long
can,
hours.
yeah,
So,
hopefully I can win most of my games.
yeah.
It could be hell, but yeah. This weekend, you guys, is LCQ. Top amount make it to the following weekend. So if you guys can tune in, that'd be great. If not, I don't. I will. Never mind. If not, it's all good. Anything else, Trey?
I guess there's one. I guess there's one thing we didn't talk about the patch that came out
Oh
today.
yes.
So, so supposedly it came out to fix the issue where they blew the plate dead after
Yes.
15 seconds. Yeah.
But that was like 5 months ago it started.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, yeah, it's nice that they fixed it, but damn.
Uh,
Like,
have you like I've been playing the all Madden seasons recently, like on Mud, and it feels like I'm playing like bots, and I'm not talking about bots like like when you call like other people bots, but like legitimately bots, like people that have all bronze teams and their usernames are like G74216655.
yo, speaking of that, I am 12-1 in all Madden, right? I haven't played bots except one game, and that was LFDP227222, and he had all bronze team, and they just took the delay game, and the game ended. So I knew that was like a computer bot. So yes.
I've ran into like 3 of them, but they don't quit out, so I just had to suffer through it and just chew the clock. And
Oh yeah, mine took delay games and then left.
Yeah. It was like playing a solo challenge, but it's not. So it's like
I think it's because a lot of people want to just play all pro seasons. That's what I mean.
Why do they have to have bots though? Like you know that EA made them, so it's like why even have those in the game? I don't get it.
Because I think people were like when people were complaining about searching for a game.
Oh yeah.
Forever. So I think they just did a certain amount.
Yeah, I'd rather wait. I'd rather wait forever than play a game like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, me too. And the thing is like right now, there's nobody. Like Madden's gonna be dead. Madden's already kind of dead. But then it's gonna be back in what, July? Is there any rumor? I haven't heard anything. I haven't asked my guy or anything. Have you heard anything about it possibly when Madden 22 is coming out?
No, the only thing that I've heard is that apparently Derrick Henry is going to be on the cover. I heard.
Oh wow, never mind. Wow.
But I haven't heard of a release date or nothing like that.
They're saying August 27th.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
I hope that's not true. That's way too far away.
Yeah, that's way too far away.
Yeah, that's way too far. This one says August 20th or August 27th. That's dumb.
Yeah, we'll see. So definitely stay tuned. We'll be talking about. I think one of the most fun times of Madden, like being a fan of Madden, is when you're waiting for a new game to come out and then you start reading all the gridiron notes and like listening to like Clint Oldenburg and Kralo talk about the new game. the new game modes and stuff. So definitely be on the lookout for that, I think.
Oh yeah, bro, it is so fun. It is like Christmas.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little burned out from Madden. Not as bad as years past. Like I actually like this game. Still.
I feel like I wasn't like I feel like last year I was kind of burnt out about Madden, but like I don't really feel that burnt out from this Madden yet, really.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wonder what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, honestly. All I know is, yeah, I'd like them to not be able to shoot the gap like they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if you ID correctly and like, at least, like, if I ID you, have them try to block them, and then if the defensive tackle burns my left guard, then you know what I mean? But, like, don't make it where, like, they dumb out. Like, I was playing, speaking of that, like, I ran, like, 27 times. And, like, 7 times they just came right through and tackled me. But then the other 20, they didn't, and I don't understand what's the difference. So... Speaking of that, yeah, I can't wait for Madden 22 though, and I'll enjoy the few weeks break before it happens. But we're gonna, like we said, this summer we're gonna be doing the yard together and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Gonna look trash on the yard, I will.
Yeah, so if you guys want any competition, pull up to the yard. But...
yeah, watch me throw Stevie's to Trey the whole time.
Yeah, for sure. So, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for me. I don't really got much else to say, so I'll throw it over.
And next week, depending, there may or may not be a podcast. I will update by next Monday.
Community tab, yeah.
And the community tab, I'll let you know by Monday, and then we'll have at least one more podcast, and then I got back surgery, so I'll be out of commission for at least a month.
Yeah.
So we'll keep everybody updated. So for Trey, I'm Shanegotyou11. I appreciate you all tuning into the West Coast Podcast. We'll see you next time.